This woman is completely unhinged, standing at the edge of a cliff while knitting a scarf. She stays right by the cliff. She looks down and realizes the scarf has grown unnaturally long. Even so, she doesn't stop. Instead, she starts knitting faster and faster, her movements becoming increasingly frantic. The scarf is falling. The scarf plummets. She hooks her foot onto the edge of the cliff. In that instant, it becomes the only thing keeping her alive. The woman seems possessed, even though she is clearly in danger. She insists on continuing to knit. She knits while stepping backward, somehow ending up right at the edge of the cliff again. Then she resumes her frantic knitting once more. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind sweeps in, sending the scarf flying and swaying wildly in midair. Her movements grow faster and more erratic, and panic completely takes over. Just as the very last bit of yarn runs out, she prepares to look for another ball of yarn, only to discover in shock that there is none left at all. Even worse, the scarf has become so long and heavy that she can barely hold onto it anymore. She suddenly notices her own hair. It is the length grown naturally over 20 years. She makes a decision. She decides to use her own hair as yarn and keep knitting. Once again, the woman plunges into a frenzy of non-stop knitting, but before long, even her hair is completely used up. There is nothing left around her that she can use. The weight of the scarf pulls her toward the cliff's edge yet again. Desperate to survive, she struggles forward with all her strength, trying to break free. In the moment of crisis, she spots a pair of scissors ahead, like a final lifeline. Beside a stool, she crawls forward in desperation. Just as she is about to grab the scissors, the knitting needle suddenly snaps. This time, the scarf shows no mercy and drags her toward the endless abyss. But in the very last second, a miracle quietly occurs. She bites through the scarf with all her strength, barely saving her own life. Completely exhausted, she stares blankly into the abyss before her. But the next second, her hands start making knitting motions again. Suddenly, it's as if she finally realizes something. Without hesitation, she throws the knitting needle off the cliff. In that moment, she finally lets go of her obsession. She turns around, picks up the scissors, and her gaze grows calm, as if, in that instant, she falls in love with the sound of cutting.